Hello guys, I'm Danger Gen Vex, and today I'll be showing you my spa build, my Crescent Pure Spa build. This wasn't exactly planned for today. I was doing my planning for the McAvenu playthrough, and I realized that in the next episode she was supposed to, get ready to celebrate her birthday, and I wanted her to go and do something nice for her birthday. And one of the things that I wanted her to go and do was have a nice little day at the spa. Unfortunately, when I checked my save file and I checked all the neighborhoods, I realized that in not one of the neighborhoods did I have a spa. And I didn't feel like just picking one from the gallery and going with it. I wanted something that I'd built. And I thought, well, if I'm going to build a spa anyway, then I might as well record it and show you the spa. Now, this build was actually supposed to go up next week, but when I finally sat down and recorded the McAvenu episode, I realized only afterwards, after I'd spent the whole day recording clips and everything, I got to the end of the day and I was starting the editing, and I realized that I hadn't recorded any sound at all, and my little heart broke into teeny tiny pieces. So, as it happened, I decided, well, okay, I have the footage for the spa build. Let me edit that, let me put that up instead of the McAvenu episode so that you have something. And then this weekend, I will try and re-record everything. Thank goodness I saved in parts. And, a lot of this stuff can be repeated. And I saved in separate saves when I got to the really, really important bits, which you'll see if you watch that playthrough. If you don't, watch the playthrough, the McAvenu in the big city. It's in a TV show format, unlike some of the other playthroughs that I'm planning in the future. So it's a little different, but go and watch it. It's fun. Okay? Cool. Let me know what you think. Anyway, now, I didn't originally want to call this Crescent Pure. I mean, it sounds so pretentious, but... Oh, excuse me. But while I was I went through a lot of different iterations before building what you see now. When I thought, okay, I'm happy with this. But I wanted a logo. I wanted the spa to have a logo that I could go, okay, I like this logo. This fits with what I have in mind for the spa. And was that ever a bloody nightmare? So finally, I came up with that logo board that you see there, and the thing that I ended up liking the most, the kind of title sign, looked like it started with a C and the end looked like pure, not pure P-U-R-E, it looked like pure P-U-R, but I didn't want to call it, pur, and it looked something more like consist pur, or contest pur, something like that. But in the end, I decided to just call it Crescent Pure. It looked like it started with a C, ended with a T, and had pure at the end. So I was happy with that. Sounded spa enough for me. I wanted a lot of fountains. I seem to be in a fountain phase now, fountain waterfall phase. So you will notice in this one a lot of fountains, a lot of waterfalls, different kinds. I also had a checklist of things that I wanted the spa to have. Let me see. I think I still have the checklist around here somewhere. Let me see. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So I wanted there to be the reception area, obviously in the logo. I wanted it to have a pool area, bathrooms, male and female with the lockers, a meditation area, a yoga studio, massage parlors, and saunas. And a lot of it, I looked for inspiration online to see if there's anything that I'd be happy with. And I looked at a lot of things for inspiration. There are some gorgeous spas out in the world. So I wanted to have kind of, a large courtyard. I wanted this very dramatic pool area. I wanted a very secluded and quiet meditation area. And you'll see, I've actually managed to get a lot of it. When I finally did play in the spa area itself, there were a couple of things that I noticed that I'm going to change that you won't see here in this build, but that I will change before I make this lot live on the gallery, so that there are no errors, anything like, I think the meditation stools were a little bit too close to the central fountain. You'll see when I build that. So I had to move those around a bit just to make sure that they're all functional and working and reachable. There were a couple of things like that I just had to fiddle with a teeny tiny, teensy weensy, itty bitty whittle bitty bit. But when this goes live on the gallery, everything will be working and it'll be perfect and it'll be beautiful. I promise. I'm going to try and make it live on the gallery. If not later today, I'll try and make it available tomorrow, Sunday. But you will be able to download it soon. Here I'm working on what will become the pool area. Like I said, that was one of the first things that I had an idea for. So I had a very specific idea of what I wanted the pool area to look like. And in some ways I achieved it. Some ways it felt a little lacking. It wasn't quite as dramatic as I wanted. And I really wanted this kind of very soft lighting. I wanted the pool area to feel almost just lit enough, but in the end I think it still felt a little bit too bright for me. So I made it up with the colors that I used. I used very toned down and dark grays and browns, very natural colors. I had to use those walls, those feature walls. They just looked so beautiful, and there was no other way to kind of get a dramatic appearance behind the waterfalls. So I did that. And I hid those little fountains in the walls as well, because I wanted them to look like they were spouting out of nowhere and just falling into the pool. And I had a bitch of a time figuring out, how to disguise them so they didn't look like they just came out of the wall, but they were like little spouts or something that they came from. But I figured something out with that as well, which you'll see a little later. I put a light down. I think I put a light down at first. Yeah, those lights. I put those down, and then later on I replaced them with something else when I got a bit more into the decorating. I'm really hoping this isn't going too fast though. Usually I try and, compress the video speed, fast forwarded only a certain amount so that it doesn't go too fast. But even when I edited the recorded footage down, it ended up being almost an hour long. And I'm like, no, I can't record or I can't post an hour long build. I want to keep them like under half an hour at most, which is why I split the house build that I started on Wednesday. This one I didn't want to split it because it was a spa. I wanted to build the spa and get it done so you could see it and then see it used in the episode. Or actually you were supposed to see it used in the episode and then see me build it this way. But things didn't quite work out that way. These I tested, they all work, and the staff show up the way that they should because it is set as a spa lot. So the staff show up, you can get massages, you can get foot massages and hand massages and all your back massages, and it's really quite lovely. And I don't know who, they make the drinks right off the bat. So you can actually get drinks, you'll see where. That's still coming. I found the stone tile that I used here on the floor and on the walls, and I just loved the look of it. So I used that throughout most of the areas. I also made the mistake of placing general speakers down at first, but later on I do remember that you can actually put down venue specific speakers. And I love those. When I actually played on this lot earlier today, which is another reason why I'm so ticked off that I didn't record the sound. But the music, the music that played through these speakers, the entire experience was so good. While Jill was lying there getting her massage, I was like, I can almost feel it. I got goose pimples. It was wonderful. But you'll get your chance. You'll see it. I also made this little, here you can see me working on the saunas. You'll also see these bits and pieces plonked down everywhere, like those massage tables. It was just so that I know, okay, this is kind of where I want this is where I want that. Just, markers for me so that I wouldn't miss anything. But I wanted these kind of bubble walls. I didn't want more waterfalls in there. I wanted those specific bubble walls so that, you could see the bubbles while you were sitting in the sauna. And I put down steam vents in the pool that I put down below those. So it always seems like there's a little bit of steam in the sauna with these bubble walls on the side. It looks so nice. I would love to go to this spa. If I could, I would really, really like to go to this spa. Actually, I'm very fond. When I originally got the spa stuff back, I fell in love with so many bits of the decorations, and it felt wonderful. It's such a nice pack. If you don't have it, I would definitely recommending the spa pack. It's one of the older packs. I mean, it was one of the first ones that came out, I think. But it is still one of my favorites. Even now, I think it is my favorite pack, is the spa pack. It's gorgeous. The stuff in it is wonderful. Okay, I need some water. My voice is drying up in my throat. My throat feels like something is trying to crawl out of it. I am so sorry. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So, sorry. So, when it came to the massage parlors, I wanted 2 different areas. One for, just singles. When you go to a massage parlor by yourself, you just want to be on your own and just relax and chill. And then other times you go with someone and you want to get your massages or whatever together. So I made 1 single and 1 double area so that, if you go there on a date or something, you can get a massage with your date. Or whatever. Not that it makes that much of a difference, probably. But yeah, I also separated them because, in these kind of little areas with the privacy walls. First off, because I didn't want you to feel like people from outside in the hallway could look in and see, you getting your massage. And at the same time, I also wanted, these massage guys, they often keep racks of oils and equipment and everything. So I wanted it to look like it's on hand, like it's there. They can access it and give you your massage and everything just works out, lovely. I usually like using lights that have a very definitive white glow so that you can see the colors properly. But in a lot of areas in this specific spa, I used lights with that yellowish tinge because it just feels a little warmer. It doesn't feel quite so well lit. So it just creates a slightly more intimate intimate feel, intimate nature, which is the whole idea, I think, behind what I was trying to go for here. I tried to use less lights in the swimming pool area. I deleted a lot of the lights and it still ended up just way too bright. In my personal opinion, it ended up way too bright. But, maybe you want to see what you're doing in the pool. You don't exactly want to go drown in the pool. I wonder if I could stick speakers under the water. That's something that some spas actually do have. I remember one spa that I visited a long time ago. They had speakers underwater, so you could just float in the water and listen to the slightly muted music as it kind of reverberated on the water instead of just pure silence. And it was so much fun. It was so relaxing, a lot more than you'd think. Working on the bathrooms, it's a definite his and hers. I used his and hers doors, so women can only go in on the one side, men on the other side. Each side has 2 toilets, 2 sinks, 2 showers, and 3 lockers. I remember correctly. Yeah. So each side is 3 lockers, 2 showers, 2 toilets, 2 sinks. And that way, you know, there's no way in hell with the amount of Sims that are scripted to visit these lots. I mean, I think I ended up with about 6 Sims visiting the spa at the same time that Jill was. So, and, you know, several of them were male, and I think 2 of them were female. 3 male and 2 female, including Jill. So even if you're full up, there's no way everybody would want to use everything at the same time. They shouldn't be queues. And if there are, I don't know, just stomp your foot and point to the door and, you know, yeah, Sim's way, and they'll get out of your way and you can use it next. So you can see me just putting, you know, robes up in the locker rooms, and I also put up some decorations. And I know it's silly, but you don't always want to shove your jackets and stuff inside a locker, so I just put those down so it looks like, you know, if you have, you know, like a nice jacket or something that wouldn't fit in a locker, you know, it's not something that you want to squeeze into a locker, then you can hang it there and, you know, just get it back afterwards, you know, maybe get a ticket or something. I don't know. The staff will look after it for you. The bathrooms, I kept the bathrooms relatively simple though. You know, you're not going to spend a lot of time in there. You go in, you do what you need to do, you get done, and you leave. While I was doing this, I completely forgot that I actually had skylight over this area, 2-story skylight. So I will rearrange the walls ever so slightly just before I upload this to the gallery, so that you don't end up with lights in weird places and walls in weird places, you know, so that the toilets and the showers and stuff are really blocked off. The reception area, it's kind of sad that there's no staff person that goes to the reception area and stays in the reception area. So there's no real point to a reception area. I mean, you go in and you pay whoever's giving you the massage or whatever, and you leave. That's kind of how it works in the game. But I'd like to pretend that this is a functional, you know, reception. You have a little corner where you can sit. Behind the kind of reception desk that I create, I have, you know, the body oils and stuff, you know, that they usually showcase, like, this is our featured product, you can buy this here. So I have some of that, but I wanted to keep it this very comfortable. The whole build, I wanted to keep the whole place very comfortable, very relaxing, very natural. A place where you wouldn't mind spending a few hours every day. You know, just a nice, well, not every day, but where you wouldn't mind spending a whole day. Put it that way. Magazines on the table, tea on the counter. You know, a lot of spas, no matter what package you purchase with them, when you get there and you change into your robe, they often give you like a drink or something so that you can enjoy that. You'll see here, I actually had these bits placed down already. That's because I tried to build this fountain before, and something, I can't remember what, but something went. Oh yeah, it kept flickering. The block in the center, how I created it, it kept flickering, and I hate it when things flicker so badly. So, and for some reason, when I placed down the fence, no matter how I placed down the fence, it kept screwing with the walls. So finally, I used more privacy walls, and I'm actually glad I did. It worked out really, really well in the end, the way that I did it. What I did here for the meditation area is I made it into like a separate room so that I could remove the floor, and then I painted the floor to look like almost kind of like a beach sand, and I put down these rocks so it's like you would get in kind of like a Zen garden type thing. And I tried to do the same in the basement, but you can't paint the terrain in a basement floor, so I had to use the closest kind of basement dirt sand thing that I could get. So I used that. Anyway, so I have these little symbols. Now I'm working on the yoga area, which is also fully functional and very relaxing. Both of those areas are incredibly relaxing. I would love to meditate in those areas. Oh, I enjoyed every second of playing in the spa. I have to tell you, it was divine. I also put down, I just wanted it to feel, like it says, okay, this is this way. I use different symbols. Like the one symbol signifies pool, one signifies massage areas, and then I've got arrows pointing to, where you can find those areas, and symbols marking that this is indeed that location. I tried using the sand under the yoga area as well, but then I figured no, that would just get really, really annoying. You need a kind of like a solid surface when you do your yoga. And having your mat sinking into the sand all the time would just be annoying. Or, lying with your sticky body on the sand. Ugh. This is where I'm replacing all the speakers now with the proper venue speakers. So all the speakers play the same tune instead of everybody being able to play whatever the hell they wanted on the speakers. This is now the juice area. I wanted a nice little juice area where you could go and get drinks, and this is what I'm talking about, or what I talked about earlier, is I put one of those little drink mats down on this bar area, and so I didn't even notice. Somebody of the staff must have gone and done it, but somebody made the drinks, and I just picked up a drink when I was playing, and I had the drink, and I went and had it in the pool area while somebody gave me a foot massage. I keep saying give me a foot massage and I had a drink, but it wasn't actually me, it was Jill, it was the sim. But I don't know, in many ways it felt like I was there and I was having the experience with her. It was wonderful. And I guess I'm going to get a chance to do it again because I'm going to have to re-record everything, as I said. It's going to be a very interesting episode, I think. She has a very nice birthday and some interesting bits happens towards the end. And maybe this time when I re-record it, the DJ will actually show up on time instead of Jill having, she had to pick up the slack and start DJing. Which she did, and very well, I might add. The crowd was very into it. She even got a couple of tips off it, which she's not going to have any longer. And for those of you who are curious, she's actually all the way up to sergeant by now, I think. Yeah, next up lieutenant. But here you can see the front view of it. You can just see the chandeliers past the privacy wall and all the fountains in the front. There it is, Crescent Pure. I think the logo turned out quite well, actually. The whole thing turned out quite well. Here you see the reception area. There's the juice display behind the counter. And I don't know, just some text. But no idea what it says. It definitely doesn't say Crescent Pure. This is the courtyard, with this double chandelier, the yoga. The yoga studio. It's not really a studio because it's all just cordoned off. I am really proud of this meditation area. It's very simple but very effective. So pretty, so relaxing. And with the slight adjustments I made, it's fully functional too. There's your little comfort seating area. There's the symbol showing massage areas this way. And there is your juice bar with the gorgeous fountain. The sauna. Just look at the bubble walls. Oh, don't you just love the bubble walls? And you can see the slight steam on the floor. I don't know if you've noticed it. If you didn't go back, just look closely. You can notice a slight steam on the floor. This is the singles massage area, which is incredibly relaxing and wonderful. That's the one I used for Jill. And then you've got this area, which is the doubles massage area. And you can see a member of the staff there, reading his manual, ready to give you the massage that you require. Isn't it lovely? This is the pool area. There you can see what I did with the little wall fountains. You've got the waterfalls, another member of the staff, all reading their manuals, all ready to give you the treat of your life. And that, my friends, is Crescent Pure. I hope you enjoyed this build and I hope you like this place. If you do, please remember to leave me a like down below, leave me a comment and tell me if there's something else you'd like me to build next. I'd be happy to give it a try. But thank you guys so much and I'll see you next time. Bye!